My name is Rhapsody and welcome back to the Bazaar. We're going to be playing Vanessa. I know, there's another character in this game that isn't named Dooley. And it's Vanessa. I've heard rumors of a third character, but I can't confirm it, especially based on the enemies that I fight. Alright, Vanessa. What do you got for me? Ooh, you're really going to give me the opportunity immediately? I've seen a lot of Vanessas wielding Langxian recently. Every 10 seconds deal 50 damage. When you win a fight with Langxian, it gains another 50 damage. There's also a lighter here, Vanessa's amulet and cannon. I'm going to take Langxian. Colt sells items with ammo. Not particularly interested in that. I'm going to go to the Lost Crate for 2 gold and 1 experience. I mean, to be fair, I was probably going to do that basically no matter what option I was given there. Fanged Inglet, Haunted Kimono. Haunted Kimono gives me a little bit of control over having some block. Pyro's probably not going to be relevant. If I use Langxian correctly, I'm not going to be doing a burn build. Alright, I fight the Haunted Kimono. I'm looking for silk or scrap here. As the only 2 things I can pick up. I don't believe I can get standardized defenses from here. I'm not always certain when you are capable and when you aren't capable of getting certain skills from a PvE fight. There are some basic skills you can get from PvE fights, but there's some that you can only get monster skills. Some of them just don't drop as a bug. Strange. Anyhow, we'll be winning this first fight here, and in doing so, getting another 50 damage on Langxian. So our primary concern is going to be reducing the cooldown of Langxian. 2 ways that are very, very common at least. Ooh, silk. When you sell another non-weapon item, this gains 4 shield. Great, great, great. Oh, Curio immediately? I know Nufu does sell skills, but Curio... Curio has a lot of items. Not exactly ones that are being offered to me right now. 1% crit chance. As well as a citrus. That's going to cost me 2 to get a single point of regeneration. Not very good. I'm mainly looking for cooldown, to be entirely frank. I'll take the agility boots because it's only going to cost me ultimately 1, but I'm going to take that and then roll. Wow, nothing cooldown related in this store at all. Oh, that's a toughie. That's a lot of money to spend getting nothing. The Curvian Launcher, when this gains haste, it also gains 5% crit chance for the fight, but obviously have to reload it. The Hot Springs, when you sell this, your heal items gain plus 10 heal. Nice if you have heal items, which there's not much access to in Vanessa. Monster Ranch, I still have enough for a Monster Ranch gold loot. Gimme the wings. No wings. Oh, but I get 3 regeneration and 4 gold, and another 4 shield on the silk, as well as 12 shield for the silk, another 4 shield from the silk itself, and another 4 gold. That'll do pretty well.
You should know.
There are some poison builds that could still beat me, like, right now. I don't think a single monitor lizard with a single companion core, especially because the companion core can only haste other friends, so each of them is only 1 haste trigger per cycle. So I just need to win before the sandstorm. Or rather, I will win when the sandstorm arrives. I just need to kill them before that. I just need to not die before that. That's what I mean. There we go. I figured it out in the end. With the pencil and the pen, I figured it out. It's very important we win our PvE and PvP fights for the sake of growing a big and strong Langxian.
Place to store the rest of the tyrant's gold.
This is really unfortunate. No pain, no gain. I could lose 30 max HP in order to get 10 damage and 5% crit chance on Langxian. Cinders? Oh. Load up, get an item with ammo. I could appraise to increase the value of one of these items. Or I could extract to get poison. None of these are good level ups for us. That's really unfortunate. I'm gonna get an item with ammo. It's the only one that could theoretically add to my build rather than subtracting from it. Alia sells weapons. I'm not really looking for weapons right now. I'm looking for non-weapon items, such as Kina sells. Alright, Kina. Well, there's the crow's nest. Your weapons have plus 25% crit chance, and if you have exactly one weapon, that weapon has lifesteal. So we'll be taking that. And there's the star chart. Star chart. Adjacent items have 10% additional crit chance, and their cooldowns reduced by 10%. So I'm going to sell the cannon here and buy star chart. So that's a 10% cooldown reduction, so that's a second off of Langxian. But realistically, I probably care more about the lifesteal right now. There's also dock lines. Every 4 seconds, slow an item for 4 seconds. Star chart between dock lines and Langxian with crow's nest over on the side. That seems good to me. I'm not going to be able to field it for a while yet, though. So here's something important. I don't think I beat Rogue Scrapper. I think Rogue Scrapper actually does enough damage to... Every 10 seconds? Do I? You know what? I'm gonna actively calc some of this. Bazaar, you show me the Rogue Scrapper. Rogue Scrapper has 550 health. At the start of each fight, it slows an item for 3 seconds. So the first Langxian trigger is going to be after 13 seconds in the combat. By which time, I will have taken 60 damage, and that will have scaled twice. 5, 10, 15, for another 30. So 90 damage in that period of time. Actually, I can definitely win this fight. Yeah, I just do enough damage to win this fight, especially based on the fact that I have the lifesteal. Okay, never mind. I'm gonna go for the Rogue Scrapper. It's just very important to make sure you win all of the fights that you take, because the scaling of Langxian is entirely based on that. You miss one fight, and then suddenly you miss the next fight, and then suddenly you're behind power curves, so you can't win the next fight, and then you have to figure out what other weapon you're supposed to start using. Also, I didn't even account for the 26% of the time that we're just gonna crit. I'm actually pretty... That was a useful heal, but... Oh! I did get them! We did get them. They died at the same time as us, which counts as them losing. I'll take my Langxian buff. Middle sells medium items. There's honestly not that many of them that I'm really that fussed on right now. But going to Finn's Big Bite to pick up... And usually when I come here, I want the shield or I want the heal. But no, I'm coming here for the regeneration. 5 regeneration this early when I have so long between my attacks is legitimate. I think that's going to be helpful. Medkit for healing, scrap for value, yikes. I don't think shield is better than just putting Langxian a second faster on its cooldown right now. I'm getting off at a lot of complete garbage here. Is a little sad. I'm gonna get an item with ammo and see if I get anything relevant. That is not relevant. Like, if I got level ups and both of them were upgrade a bronze item, my crow's nest and my star chart would be upgraded. Oh, God. God forbid my docks lines get upgraded. Bronze tier skills, get an item, sells items. I'm gonna go to JJ. There it is! The silencer! If you have exactly one weapon, reduce its cooldown by 10%. Also, the weapon to the left of this has 10 additional damage. There's Langxian down at 8.1 seconds to charge. I'm still really gonna need like some haste triggers, some more feather. I say more feathers, some feathers in the first place. I went to Curio and he didn't have any of them. 36% chance this just wipes them off the board. Unfortunately, I'm pretty sure I die if that doesn't happen though. Yep. I don't think I'm getting to my second charge before I die to that burn. Oh, that's really unfortunate. I missed out on 50 scaling.
You've got talent. You should put it toward nobler use.
I'm going to study for the additional experience here. I definitely want an additional space on my board pretty soon. Getting the dock lines out there to start slowing the enemy down would really help. Malafang sells burn skills. I'm not really running burn skills right now. And by not really, I mean I'm not. Here, I absolutely just need as much max HP as is available on offer, so I'll buy 5 gold-tiered chocolate bars, sell them all for a total of 150 max HP. Scout Trooper. I don't know if I beat the Scout Trooper. The Scout Trooper does a lot of damage, and it starts getting quite quick, and they slow your stuff, and Langxian's my only thing, so Langxian's cooldown would be like 16 seconds. Whereas I know I can beat the Rogue Scrapper. You know how? I already did. And this nerd didn't even scale in the meantime. I got stronger. And that'll do it. Ooh, critting for 420 and did so twice in a row.
Is that even a battle? Maybe a skirmish.
Junkyard Club, when you sell this, your weapons gain 6 damage. I'll be more than happy to put that on the board. Upgrade your leftmost bronze tier item. Boo, 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 boo. So upgrading the star chart gets it to silver tier, where the adjacent items have their cooldown reduced, I believe, by 15%. And then silent... Actually, I'm going to check on these numbers. I'm using Bazaar, HOWBAZAAR.GG. Howbazaar.gg. Just because every episode I use it and don't mention it, I get asked. Which is fair. So upgrading bronze, yes, 20% cooldown reduction on the silencer. And the star chart goes to 15. Yep. Okay, so it's more if I hit the star chart. And that's definitely what we're going to do. Sorry, it's more if I hit the silencer, excuse me, and that's definitely what we're going to do.
Now this will inspire the crew.
Quicksil sells small and medium items. Oh, I have some stuff I can sell. Okay, yeah. Well, because I could hit, you know, theoretically, I could even hit a silver Langxian and upgrade it. I could hit Star Chart, I could hit Dock Lines, I could hit Silencer, so I definitely need to make sure I have the money.
Hi, I'm Quicksil, Master Merchant or something.
Lighter, no. All Bayonet, no thank you on all 3 counts. Honing Steel for upgrading damage to a weapon, Switchblade, Double Barrel. None of those are coming with us either. Thank you kindly for trying, though. Barkun sells medium and large items. I don't feel like I have enough to comfortably visit him. A shield item from the security center. I'm gonna go back to Finn's Big Bite for another 5 regeneration. I legitimately think having 13 regeneration this early on, it's not giving me a huge amount of max HP, unfortunately, but I think having 13 regeneration this early on is going to be really, really helpful against especially slower poison builds. They'll have to have more than 13 poison on me before they're actually doing anything. This is going to be a poison build. Oh, that's pretty tough. So that's Omega Ray, Alpha Ray, Gamma Ray, and Monitor Lizard. At least there's not that many haste triggers going out on the board. So the Monitor Lizard is only hasting once based off of its own. But they've got a lot of scaling on that board. On and just in time. Woo! Langxian grows again.
All cannon, no ball.
aerodrome you can visit anywhere. I'm always just scared that I'm going to go there and spend all of my money and get nothing.
Nothing huge. All about moderation.
There's a barrel when you use a non-weapon item. This gains 10 shield for the fight. Cannon's back, and so's a shovel. No thank you. When you see Weatherglass, are you supposed to take and hold Weatherglass just in case you find the right skills? Because Weatherglass, with the appropriate skills, can go basically infinite. It would give us something to go towards in a world where Langxian stops doing enough damage for us. I'm gonna leave the encounter. I'm probably also gonna regret that. Let's go to the docks though and work as a navigator with the star chart. For only 5 gold and 1 experience now, they nerfed the hell out of it. 7.2 seconds in. 13 regeneration. Yeah, I should be fine against the Flame Juggler. There's a little cooldown reduction available in Outlands Dervish, 2% for the entire board. But I don't think that eclipses the need for gold and experience that I have at this point in time. So we immediately get 40 burn, but my 13 regeneration is really helping us fight back against that. Hit him in the face with the big Langxian. Oh, they burnt for 10 because I hit him in the face and got them below half HP. Ah, I see. Wait, no. Burst of Flame is when your opponent falls below half health. Ah. Mean. We still got the win, which is... Come on. Come on, Langxian. You're happy about it, right?
Another empty chest waiting to be filled.
Woof. Do I want med kits? Aquatic item? It's a very small amount of damage and crit chance? Scrap? Yikes, my level up options have been garbage. Nufu sells skills, which can be relevant.
This world is full of noise. You must find quiet within.
When you sell a weapon, gain 20 max health. Not bad. Arms dealer could be a reasonable pickup, I think. But not more reasonable than rolling and seeing if I find anything that's actually relevant here. Gunner, items have +1 max ammo. Leftmost weapon has 4 additional damage, or leftmost weapon has 4 additional crit chance. I'm going to give it the 4 additional crit chance. That unfortunately didn't go especially well for us at the end there. That's fine. And he sells small items. It's not very likely I go there and hit the silencer upgrade.
Go ahead.
Realistically, because I'm so invested in this line, if it doesn't have to do with cooldown reduction for the sake of Langxian, it's basically not relevant to me. Oh, that's unfortunately a lot of haste going out there. The Monitor Lizard only has 1 poison for each haste trigger, so it's still fighting against my regen, thankfully. But given the fact that they're also generating a huge amount of shield out of their brick buddy, I don't expect to win this one. Yikes. Oh, they're getting a lot of max HP out of a very early gold water cooler too. Oh, that's cool. That's a good build. I wish I was playing it. My Langxian has been denied 2 grows.
Like my crew says at the bar. Another round.
Nautica sells aquatic items, and that does include the dock lines and the crow's nest, but I really love Lost Chest experience. I don't know, maybe I love it too much. These level ups have been diabolical. They're targeted towards the things that I don't need. Almost exclusively. I could get 3 gold from an appraisal upgrade. 2 scrap. Again, tiny amount of damage and that costs 10% of my... That's 120 HP, by the way, to take no pain, no gain. Absolutely useless to us. We'll take load up. I get another revolver back. Good to see ya, buddy. I can't wait to see ya leave. Set up the eating contest. The longer my HP bar is, the far better off I'll be. Gorgon Nobel. I'm pretty sure I beat the Gorgon Noble. They do have a 2% cooldown reduction available on their board via the Toxic Clockwork Blades, but more realistically, they have Petrifying Gaze. The first time you fall below half health each fight, freeze all enemy items for 1 second. That'd be very useful for me. Buys me a little bit of time to hit him in the face with the big Langxian. Nice. Big double crit gets us the win very early on there.
It's over already. We barely got our flags up.
Basilisk Fang every 3 seconds, deal 10 damage. When you poison, this gains 10% crit chance for the fight. And he's selling small items again, same reason as before. I don't think I'm getting the silencer upgrade, and that's the main thing I would want there. I'll work as a navigator for a bunch of money. Upgrade your leftmost silver tier item. That's very important because Langxian scales more with upgrades. But is that more important or is the cooldown reduction more important? Silencer will be another 10% off of the cooldown, which you absolutely can't turn that down. See, if all of these were upgrades for it. Anyway. Curio sells bronze tier junk items. They're not junk if they are cooldown reduction. Unfortunately, if they're anything else, they basically are. Clockwork Blades, that's 1% cooldown reduction. Very, very small. Glands, this one at least will still give me a regen and give me a gold back, so I'm happy about that. Yikes. Just a whole lot of whiffs. And John's down to 6.2 seconds between. Yeah, just a whole lot of whiffs in these stores. No cooldown reduction feathers available. A lot of the upgrades have tried to offer me things that I don't want, and yet still I'm doing okay. Unfortunately, I know I could be doing a lot better, and I really wish I were.
We're out to dethrone a king, not to
We'll get there.
squabble with nobodies.
My dreams are too big for you to steal.
Leeches. When you poison, this gains 5 damage for the fight. A pig's gym, and I guess, yeah, you're just running whatever you can to fill out the board. You've got Beast of Burden over here doing a bunch of damage. Thankfully, I'm also healing that damage back up because I lifesteal and got Langxian.
Show you what I learned from this.
I paint my ship red, but I don't use paint.
I really want to go to the docks, but I have a lot of money, and Kina is capable of upgrading pretty much all of the power items on my board. Or none of them. She could do that too. Harpoon, Lighter, and Ambergris. None of them really want to join me here. Ugh, Astrolabe when you use another non-weapon item. Coral, yikes! Buddy, that was supposed to be a big moment for me. I'm going back to the eating contest, and I'm gonna get 150 max HP. The problem with Lich is that it has a stupid amount of HP. Yeah, it's 2,750 HP on that Lich. And sure, they might not be poisoning me a huge amount, but it's enough. Do I think I can win that fight? When any non-weapon item is used, Poison 3, Regen 3 for the fight. So it's their items contribute towards that as well. And that's Poison 5? Yeah, I don't think I can beat that. Foreman and Zookeeper both are kind of underwhelming as well. I'll fight the Foreman. Yeah, unfortunately they would freeze Langxian for 10 seconds at the start of the fight, is the Lich. Which is going to be pretty hard to come back from when they're poisoning me that entire time as well.
See that plank?
Yeah, I was wondering what would happen if I got Cog. Every 4 seconds, hasten adjacent item for 1 second. Is that more cooldown reduction than Star Chart? Let's think about it. Star Chart's giving 10% crit chance. That's not replaced. But every 4 seconds, this gives a second effectively worth of charge. The difference between haste and charge right now is immaterial. This will double its speed for a second. It gives an extra second worth of charge over the course of time. And it does that every 4 seconds. This gives 0.7 every, effectively 6.2, right? Every interval of the launch and firing. And 10% crit chance. And it's also lowering the cooldown of dock lines. It's probably better than Cog, but if I had something else, like Cog and something else to put on board, might swing back the other direction. JJ sells items, the furnace burns them. Alright, JJ. Don't let me down. There's a Cutlass, dealing double crit damage. That wouldn't be poorly placed where Langxian is right now. Unfortunately, it also doesn't really have any damage on it. And it would kind of need that. Trebuchet! Trebuchet! Once you use a weapon or haste, charge this for a second. There's also Seashell and Pop Snappers. No, thank you again. Oh, 3 loot items, please. Cooldown reduction, just any of it. Gosh, dang it! Yeah, I'd almost swear at this point that it's been hot patched out of the game. Markun sells medium and large items. I have so many bronze tier mediums and larges that need to be upgraded, and you're not going to do it to any of them. Buddy, this is I feel like this is a good build, but I also feel like the shop does not want me to win.
It makes this more fun.
It does not want me to run this build at all. Starting to feel like maybe picking up the weather glass earlier would have been a good idea. Have a way to opt out of this build at some point. They're capable of freezing my silencer, but like it's not doing anything to freeze my silencer. Unfortunately, they're 640 poison in less than 20 seconds.
Defeat
Does.
not defeat me.
Yoink. I'll take the max HP again. Midsworth sells small and large items. I'm going back to the docks for golden experience at this point. Chilly Charles, you'll freeze my Langxian so often that I never get to fight. The Thug, however, if I can slow down all my enemies rather, cool down by 1 second, that'd be incredible. If I can get spices, that doubles the damage of Langxian. If I can go to the Thieves Guild, I could pick up a bunch of money. Oh, man. Stop slowing my Langxian! Woo! We got there. This all would be moot if I was critting.
Pathetic. As spineless as a jellyfish.
Anchor. Deal damage equal to 20% of your enemy's max HP. When you use an adjacent item, this gains haste for 2 seconds. And we're back into the realm of upgrades that don't matter. Hell yeah. I'll take 60 max HP and 3 regeneration. JJ sells items. I'm going to Nufu. I'm looking for speed of activation. Right, most shield item, burn items. Your items have 3% crit chance. When you win a fight against a player, gain 3 gold. I don't need a better reward other than Langxian scaling for that. When you crit with an item, it gains 5% crit chance for this fight, says Honed Strike. Flanking Fire. First time you use a large item each fight. Flanking Shots. First time you use a large item each fight. And then Arms Dealer. When you sell a weapon, gain 10 max health. I'm going to gain Arms Dealer's 10 max health, because it's the only one that is relevant at all to me. Cove. When you sell an item, this gains 1 value. I'm going to take Cove, and then I'm going to sell some items.
Gold becomes goods, then returns to gold.
I'm going to hold that.
Clouds to the sea.
I've now sold enough items that if I sell the Cove, it is worth the same as I paid for it. Also a Trebuchet and Water Wheel here. Oh, this person hasn't won a single fight. Thank you. I desperately need to fight someone who hasn't won a single
I
fight.
may be young for a captain, but I've seen my share of storms.
Oh boy. And it definitely feels like that build is becoming something.
Next time, boys.
Eventually.
Less blunder, more plunder.
Diamond Fangs in that build could get
Fall
fun.
like a boulder. I flow like the waves.
Midsworth sells small and large. I'm avoiding so many shops, but also every time I get to a shop, I get punished for it, so can you blame me? I'm gonna buy all of the chocolate and also sell it, upgrading the Cove's value. Middle, you sell medium items, please.
Welcome in, hon. What can I get you?
A sniper rifle deals 3 times more damage if it's your only weapon. Langxian is basically, 10 seconds. So it would go down to 6.2 seconds. It would also benefit from 90 additional damage. So it's 190 times 3. Hmm. 190 times 3 means that... it's 570 damage, the sniper rifle, versus Langxian's 648. So it's 78 in difference. But every damage increase that I give to the sniper rifle is going to be tripled. And that's only for this tier of sniper rifle. When the sniper rifle is upgraded to gold, it gets 5 times more damage. And when it's upgraded to diamond, it gets 10 times more damage. This is going to start scaling so much better than Langxian is now. So I think I have to trade.
Toss that on my back, and I'll trot it to your door.
There's also a shovel here. At the start of each day, get a small item from any hero. I legitimately do like the idea. I'm going to sell Cove and Basilisk Fang. And I'm going to buy a golden shovel.
I think you're really gonna enjoy that.
390. How did I calculate this wrong? 100. I might sub in the sniper rifle in the future. How did I calculate? 100 with 30, 130, triple. 390. I don't know how I calculated that wrong. Oh. Car conductor, you have vehicle stuff, but I don't have a vehicle. Robo Bouncer. I don't think I fight Robo Bouncer, to be entirely honest. Robo Bouncer does a lot of damage. Car conductor, can I even beat you? Captain's Wheel, which is one of the items in Car Conductor, would go very kindly next to the Cove as a haste trigger. Yeah, I bet I could beat the Car Conductor. I don't think I can beat Robo Bouncer for what it's worth, though. Robo Bouncer's just attacking so commonly. So in particular, Captain's Wheel. Every 3.8 seconds, haste adjacent items for 2 seconds. When you use a vehicle or a large item, charge this 2 seconds. That would be a great item to replace my dock lines with. Every 4 seconds gives 2 seconds worth of haste. It is better than the star chart at that point. Wow, we got it! To incomes. There's the loot items, definitely going loot items. Oh, I actually have to sell something right now. So the thing is, Crow's Nest is giving lifesteal as well as 25% crit chance, but Cove is good for triggering Captain's Wheel, which is good for firing the rifle faster. Has cooldown reduction being taken off the board. So effectively, even if I max haste the Langxian, I'm taking it down to 5-second cooldown rather than 9-second cooldown. There's also a play where I do this, and now I don't have the lifesteal or crit chance as much on the Langxian, but it will attack much more commonly. As in 3 seconds, the Cove will trigger, which will give 2 seconds worth of charge to the Captain's Wheel, causing it to trigger immediately, giving 2 seconds worth of haste to... Actually, that should go back to the Cove. And the Cove having 2 seconds worth of haste means that these are going to start getting perma-hasted immediately. Admittedly, I don't want to take the Crow's Nest off board. I don't want that to be the thing that I remove. But... you know what? I'm getting rid of the shovel. I'm holding on to it. I'm holding on to this entire build until I figure out which part of it is the best. Because, like, there's a totally different version where the sniper rifle's on field. And, in fact, the sniper rifle gets 9 damage here, which is up to 47. And I probably do want to transition to that still. Zara, hasten charge skills. This is so important. When you use an aquatic item, haste a weapon for a second. Both Cove and Captain's Wheel are aquatic items. Lefty Lucy, when you use your leftmost item, haste an item for 1 second. It's also the first time you haste. No. At the start of each fight, haste an aquatic item for 6 seconds. That's actually really important as well. So, at the start of the fight, haste an aquatic item for 6 seconds means that you come out onto the board swinging. I'd take dock lines off, I guess. And then this will have the Langxian firing so much quicker. When you use an aquatic item, haste a weapon for a second. This Langxian is going to have infinite haste already just based off of the Captain's Wheel and Cove. I just need that to start happening sooner. So Oceanic Rush is my choice.
Is just a measurement, and all measurements are imaginary.
I'll take 10 regen to keep me alive while I do it. Resi!
You should know, I'm a bit of a...
I'd really love to get the when you have one weapon, give it lifesteal skill, because then I don't have to worry about the Crow's Nest at all. Yep, of course. Thankfully, Beta Ray can only freeze small items, so it's not going to be able to focus on any of mine. Unfortunately, they also have Paralytic Poison, Creeping Chill. Yeah, Paralytic Poison and Creeping Chill, so there. Yep. I mean, you know, I did what I could. That's our 0 prestige hit. That's our 0 prestige hit. Definitely taking the enchantment. Enchant an item with shield effects, you say? Let's take a second to figure out what'll best receive this. I mean, Cove will double its amount of shielding given. That's pretty good, and I can make the Cove really, really good after that. Star Chart just gives us 120 shielding at the start of the fight. Makes sense. Captain's Wheel. Captain's Wheel is 40 shielding, which, admittedly, Captain's Wheel is a negotiable part of this build, because it could be overridden. There's other items that say something like when you use a property or a large aquatic property or something like that, haste other items. There's obviously the when you use aquatic haste a weapon for a second, those kinds of things. So, you know, the Captain's Wheel could be replaced. But at the moment, it could easily give 40 shield every trigger. No, I'm going to double the shielding the Cove gives. And then buy and sell things like a mad person. Gonna get rid of the dock lines. I'm still invested in the possibility of the sniper rifle. Seraphina sells enchanted items. I'm gonna go there because it's possible I could find something to help dig my way out of the situation I'm in, but golden lockbox, weapons have additional damage equal to its value, radiant nesting doll, can't be slowed, fiery grappling hook, no thank you. Fiery anchor. Heavy turtle shell when using another non-weapon, yeah. Like, I don't know, maybe I'm supposed to put heavy turtle shell on in this situation? It replaces star charts so that I can slow the enemies. But I really want Shielded Cove or Captain's Wheel to be the thing targeted by Oceanic Rush, so I don't want to put another aquatic item with a cooldown on board. Concealed Golden Dagger. That's got to be giving double as much gold as it usually does. That's pretty cool. You know what, Elite Duelist? Give me your big ego. I want that to rub off on me. I mean the big ego, not the Elite Duelist. I'll take spices. I'll get spicy as hell. I refer you to my previous statement. Thankfully, it doesn't look like they're scaling, so despite their lifesteal, I should come out ahead. Oh boy. Come on. There we go. Yes. Whew. I was nervous. And I still am. It's just a permanent living condition. What? 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 Okay. That appears bugged. I really hope I still get my my reward from that fight. I have to imagine it'll spawn me at the phase where I could possibly get that reward. Come on. Let me at it. Game knows I'm too strong. Doesn't want to let me continue. I'm going to pause and actually go for the full reboot. Alright, and we are back. And it looks like it's actually put me directly before the Elite Duelist fight. I mean, I'm not... Is there a reason I might want to actually go for the weapons platform instead? Yeah, the weapons platform has distributed systems. When you use a large item, haste 2 small items for 2 small items. Never mind. Yeah, okay. I'm going back to the Elite Duelers. Give me the big ego. Oh, it would be hilarious if somehow I lost this time. Please don't let that actually be the case. It'd be hilarious, but I'd be sad. Hilariously sad, though.
Incredible. I yield to your skill.
We got him.
See that plank? Walk it.
Shoeblade does some damage. Sometimes. Okay, so if this was 5 times, it's 139 times 5? Okay, so that's almost as much damage now as Langxian in the sniper rifle, if I upgrade the sniper rifle. Or I could upgrade the silencer for even more cooldown reduction. I think it's sniper rifle. I'll upgrade it. I'll place it
Quicker the fight.
on board in the appropriate position. Sayonara, Langxian. Middle sells medium items. A rare event or a merchant feels like it could have a much larger delta of power. I don't really seem to care that much about my star chart. Let's go to the... Ooh, Freya sells freeze items. Iceberg. When an enemy uses an item, freeze it for a second. That costs 48. I can't buy that unless I sell a Shielded Cove, which I can't do. And then there's Weatherglass and Ice Pick, which... Dang.
Maybe you'd be more comfortable in the dunes.
Adira sells Diamond Tier skills, come on.
The best is not humility.
At the start of the fight, haste your burn items for 2 seconds, don't have that. Your leftmost tool has multicast? The cat, I mean, that's just perma-haste, but it's already perma-haste. Knife tricks, when you use a weapon, reduce its cooldown by 5% for the fight. Rapid Thaw, when an opponent freezes your items, reduce the cooldown by duration by 1 second. Admittedly, that's probably the right choice. I'd love to hit him in the face with a sniper rifle a bunch of times, but I really don't think that's actually going to change much. Your leftmost tool has multicast. It already casts often enough to have perma-haste. It gets no benefit from multicast. Knife tricks, if I live long enough to be able to lower the cooldown of sniper rifle effectively like that, I would be overjoyed. I suspect that I'm more likely to need to prevent freeze.
My fight isn't with you, but if you insist. I may be young for a captain, but I've seen my share of storms.
There's the Weatherglass. Freeze 3 small items? I don't have those. That's a whole lot of burn, buddy. Getting a lot of shielding out of the turtle shell. That's a good build right there.
Make you predictable.
That is a good build. I wish it were mine.
This is just
I'll
training.
settle for a single
Our real
chest.
fight is
I'm not going to say a single chest is a win. But I'm also not going to say it's a loss. You know what? 1 chest in my personal metric, that's a tie. 2 chests, that's a win. 3 chests, incredible. Flawless victory, no matter how many fights I lose. That's my personal ranking for the moment. I'm kind of sad. We got so many good things for Langxian early and then just drowned. Drowned? Starved. Drought of them after that point, unfortunately. Got like a couple upgrades for the silencer and that's maximum it. That's unfortunate. But I'm certain there's so much more we can do with Vanessa, and we'll be doing so in the next episode. Until then, though, my name's Rhapsody. The name of the game has been The Bazaar. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves. Top left of the series playlist for all my content of the game past, present, future. YouTube recommendations down below. Streaming past are the names of the people so generously supporting the Republic on patreon.com/RhapsodyPlays. Out of other thank you. And a special thanks this episode to Coldhard. Hopefully you'll be enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you all next time. Happy New Year!